The difference between the people who dream about real estate, the difference between the people who talk about real estate, the difference between the people who think somehow, someday they're going to get rich in real estate by buying a bunch of books and tapes, and those who actually make money in real estate, is that the people who actually make money in real estate understand one thing. You have to do something. You must do something. Because real estate is a business of closing transactions. If you don't close the transaction, how much money will you make? Zero. And anybody who's here for the very first time, you need to understand one thing. If you walk out that door and never come back again, you need to understand one thing. How many things you need to understand? One. The out-of-town gurus have stacked the deck against you. Y'all know that, right? Their whole program is they're in the business of what? Selling boot camps. Selling their programs. Do they really care whether or not you actually use it? If I charge you $50,000 for a bunch of boot camps and you pay for them, do I really care whether or not you actually use the stuff I give you? Probably not. But are you going to make any money if you just simply walk out the door with $50,000 worth of stuff and you don't actually ever use it? No. The real estate business is a transaction business. What kind of business is the real estate business? You get paid when the deal closes. And truthfully, that's the beauty of the real estate business. You want to know why? Because real estate does not respect you. Real estate does not respect you. It doesn't care whether you're black, or you're white, or you're male, or you're female, or where you went to college, or where you didn't go to college. Real estate does not respect you. Real estate respects only one thing. You know what that is? Did the deal close? And therefore, anybody can be successful in this business if you learn how to do what? Close deals. So, gee, Sherman, I've been listening to you for 15 minutes, and you told me more about real estate investing than the out-of-town gurus I spent all that time and money with. Did anybody just have an aha moment? Y'all know what an aha moment is? If this was Sunday, and we were in church, your pastor might say, did you have a Selah moment? In the book of Psalms, there's a little word, Selah. You know what that means? Pause and reflect. Now, this isn't Sunday, and we're not in church. We can still talk about God even though we're not in church. Is that okay? Thank you. So we're having an aha moment. And an aha moment is where you go, oh, gee, I never thought about it that way. The real estate business does not respect you. The real estate business respects what did you do. And if you do something, you have a very high probability, like better than 50-50, like almost 90%. If you do something, you have a very high probability you will get paid. And the better you get at actually closing deals, the more money you make. Now here's the absolutely, positively obscene thing about this business. It doesn't care how long you took to put the deal together. We have literally had people get checks for $20,000 for a 10-minute conversation. Clearly, y'all didn't hear what I just said. We've literally had people get a $20,000 check for a 10-minute conversation. Now, is there anybody in here who gets $20,000 for showing up at their job for 10 minutes? Okay, you must be the president of IBM. Right? Is there anybody in here who would like to get a $20,000 check for a 10-minute conversation? Okay. The person who will be teaching, co-teaching with me this marketing class, that's exactly what he did. Remember that guy Howard I was talking about 5 minutes ago? Said came in here within his first 3 weeks, got a check for $5,000. His first check was for $5,000. By the end of his first year in the real estate business, he was picking up checks regularly for $18,000, $22,000. Jesse, you worked with him. What was his last one? $24,000? 23 and change. Close enough for government work, right? And Howard stood up on this stage and shared with the group that the check for $23,000 and change took him roughly about 10, 15 minutes to close that deal. He literally talked to the guy on his front porch. They signed the paperwork. He went to closing about a month later, walked out with a check for $23,000 and change. How is that even possible? Simple.